What is going on, guys? It is William Bootsy Blandon. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I've got a lot of new recent subscribers, and I want to say thank you and welcome. I do believe a lot of that success is based around talking about Oxygen Bank, which just exploded my channel. The minute I started talking about these fintech banks, my channel just started taking off out of nowhere, and I've been working on this channel for like 3 years. So YouTube is not easy process, guys. You gotta be very patient sometimes when you're building these channels. So it is work. What I want to talk about today is why I chose Navy Federal to ultimately be my main holding company account, as well as I do have a personal account with them as well. I have a personal checking and savings with Navy Federal, and I also have a business checking and savings with my holding company account. I chose Navy Federal for a couple of reasons. One, I did my research. I scoured around. For the brief few of you who don't know, Navy Federal is probably, I believe, officially the largest credit union in the country. They, in the past, before the pandemic, they've also been known to have a cult following online. They've been offering very generous personal lines of credit, as well as some business lines of credit. This is one of the reasons why I think they built up a cult following, and everybody's always now Navy Federal. There, believe it or not, is actually some credit unions that may not be larger than Navy Federal, but actually give more in personal and business credit, and will give you more options as well. So we may be talking about credit unions a lot more in the future. I'm not going to open an account in every single credit union just to talk about it with you guys, but what I may do is start digging in and doing a little research and figure out what they offer, don't offer, stuff like that. But I'm very happy with the decisions I made to put my holding company in the credit union. And it's kind of cool. I don't need a local bank. What I do is I would deposit, as of right now, I don't have an operating account. And I'll talk a little bit more about that if you wait to the end of this video. You'll find out what the point is of the operating company. But I just have the one holding company right now. Shania Business is kind of in limbo because I didn't reincorporate it. I kind of just let the LLC I had set up for this media company, I just kind of let it lapse. So I'll probably be restructuring Shania Business to be a operating company. I'm just not in a rush to do it. It's fine by itself, just collecting enough videos so it can become monetized. Once it becomes monetized, then I will probably set the new LLC up under my holding company. But I'm happy with the choice I made with Navy Federal. As of right now, I did not go with Oxygen Bank for anything other than the personal account. And I'm doing a video when the card comes back, but I'm going to turn my Oxygen Bank debit card into a Z-Tegrity card. So everything I do on that Z-Tegrity card will now be with the Oxygen Bank account. And like I said, Oxygen Bank, it gets an A+ for the personal account. I was able to just go in my app and freeze, what's called freezing your account, which I'm sure a lot of cards can do, and then sent my Oxygen Bank card in the envelope to Z-Tegrity so they can turn it into a nice, shiny metal debit card like this. Just real thick metal, thicker than the Amex. And this is a good way to market yourself as a business. You know, you could just personalize it. I'm thinking I probably would want another personalized one. But you throw this down and it, gets people in a business situation to ask, well, how do you get that? How can I get one for my business? And now, if you haven't heard the good news, I'll probably put a link to the video. GetUpside now could do any debit card you send them and turn it into a GetUpside card. They're rebranding themselves as Metal Card. They do have a card that reports now. It is what they call a secured line of credit. You go through GetUpside, you pick that card, and now you can get a card that actually will not only help you set up credit. Like if you have no credit, this will be the card. You get a secured line of credit. You put down, say, $200, pay back your own money, and then later that card will graduate because I know the bank that they're using. So that card probably 4 to 6 months will be able to graduate, and then you will get a regular credit line. So this is something you definitely want to do. They figured it out. I wish they would have done it like a year ago as far as getting it situated the way they have it now. But there's no sense going back to the past. They have a way now to get a card that could please everybody. They have a bank they work with now that can get you a card for your Bitcoin. So you can actually have a spendable card and put your Bitcoin on there and spend it in fiat currency. So if you want to do your own card, you could do that now. So it's a good time to come back to GetUpside. If you left, you were mad because they didn't have the trade lines options. That's pretty much the only people that really got upset and left, are the people that just could not get their trade lines. They resolved that situation with the way they have options for your bank. One will report, one you can get your Bitcoin. One I believe they have strictly for business as well. So they resolved that problem, because a lot of people keep asking, I want a business card in my business name. They have a bank they're working with that can do that now. You give them your banking information, they can put the card under your business. They did it, finally. It took them a while, but they did it. I'm gonna put a link to the CEO talking about this in the video that I got on my channel, but I'll put a direct link to it. I'll have some information about Oxygen Bank. If you do use Oxygen Bank for a personal account, you could get $25 using my referral link. I'll get $25, I believe, after you deposit at least $200, made 5 transactions. So a little something. I wish Navy Federal would give me some type of referral, because I will blow that up, guys. If Navy Federal gave me a referral link, it'd be a wrap. If they just gave me $20, I'd be good, because I'm going to be talking a lot about Navy Federal on the channel. But let me go back to why I love Navy Federal. I go on rant sometimes, I apologize. Navy Federal, another reason why I like Navy Federal is I believe once I start getting loans from Navy Federal, I'll get equivalent loans to what a person in armed military would get as far as a low interest loan, provided my score is at a decent score at the time. I was never in the military. I used my grandfather's information to get in Navy Federal. He was in the Army. But I can tell you, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong by getting in through my grandfather's information, because if he still lived, he raised me. Him and my grandmother raised me. If they had lived long enough, they would have, if I just said, Granddad, open this account with Navy Federal so I can just go under him so we can all get a house, he would have done it like that. So he would be happy for us to have the ability to possibly get a decent loan just to get a home for the family. because him and my grandmother were like the center of the family. And once they died, unfortunately, we don't gather like we used to. So I don't want to depress anybody. I'm just giving you how I feel, that I feel really comfortable with Navy Federal for my holding company account. I really do. I feel like if I got to the point where I had $1 million in revenue, I feel really good about the decision to put that account in Navy Federal, more so than even Chase. You know, and Navy Federal, even though it's the biggest credit union, it's not to the level of, say, Chase, Wells Fargo. It's not that big, but they are large enough that they, you know, they can give you great discounts, great card options. Like I said, I just wish they gave me a referral, you know, but that's why I picked Navy Federal. I'm going to be probably continue talking about Navy Federal, as well as other credit unions that may come up that I may want to work with, as well as some fintech banks like Oxygen Banks we're going to be talking about. So keep watching. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, support the channel. Thank you for the new subscribers that did come on to the channel. I hope I give you some detailed information about how we can get to the level of having a ironclad holding company for everybody that's watching. You'll be able to fund it. You'll be able to go back and fix your personal credit. Once you've established some corporate and business credit, go back and fix your personal. Just get it done. If you got to pay somebody, whatever it is you got to do. I'm fixing my credit as I'm building my corporate credit. I'm actually working on my personal at the same time, because I've had some problems in the past. You go back to my older videos and you'll see that I established a lot of personal and business credit really quickly, but I made some mistakes along the way. This is like phase 2, hopefully the final chapter, where not only do I get myself out of the hole, I build a ironclad holding company, because all I had in the past was Chennai Business LLC, just as a basic LLC. It doesn't have quite the same power as a holding company. You want to start your holding company first, because it's going to shield you from like lawsuits and stuff, and being sued and people taking your assets. That's the only reason really to build a holding company first. And by it being an S Corp election, I'm able to save the most in taxes, if I so choose to. In the beginning, I'm going to report some taxes, because that's the only way to get some loan money. You want them to see you've been paying, you've been getting some type of profit. You want to show some profit in the beginning, just so you can get more loans. But later you can deploy, okay, boom, now I'm just going to focus on getting tax advantages, you know, the following year. And then you're going to set up operating companies underneath your holding company. You could do this first. For those of you who don't want to get complicated, just do a sole proprietorship, side hustle, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Instacart, you know, some stuff you want to do on the side, cleaning. Really anything you can get cash wise is really better. If you could do something where you can make cash daily, like that's one of the reasons why I do like Uber and Lyft. I can make cash daily. Put it in my holding. I can put it in my personal Chase first, and then for my personal Chase, I just move the money to my holding company account in Navy Federal. You know, so I don't really need a local bank for my holding company. But in the future, if I were to get checks, credit cards, stuff like that, it would just go directly to the account, you know. But I'm going to have an extra layer of protection, because I'm going to take credit card payments under my operating company, and then the operating company will send all the profits to the holding company, which in turn will pay me. So this is what I'm doing. Again, I want to say thanks to the few people that came on recently, subscribed. Sometimes I go on rants and I'm all over the place with it, but if you just really read between the lines, you will see there's a lot of stuff that's going to go into this holding company course I'm working on. If you're interested in getting on my email list so you can get information about that course when it comes out, the link is below. Again, I don't want to keep you. I'm going to let you go. Subscribe, like, and comment. Check the links below, and I'll catch you guys next time.